What's up, everyone? Hello, welcome to a new video on the channel, welcome to Horizon 5, and welcome to the new BMW M4. I got it. I finally got it. Here it is. I can actually do stuff to it. I can modify it. I can do whatever I want with it. New 2021 M4. Obviously, we've driven this recently only on the... Wow, it's actually been a while since we had a new BMW in the game. Anyway, I've driven this recently, obviously, last week, I guess, when it came out with the whole Rival Series event, but now we have it here to customize, modify, do whatever we want to do to it, and I'm kind of happy that we can actually do stuff to this thing. And here it is. I like that the iDrive is actually showing the sports displays. Does it do that? I don't think it does that. Does it do it for the other M4, for the F82? Oh, I don't actually remember. There's no point to me checking it out. I can't be bothered right now. I want to have a look at this thing, not the F82. Right. So, new M4 comp. This is the rear-wheel drive version that they added into the game. They didn't add the X-Drive one, as you can see right there. Obviously, we can most likely all-wheel drive swap this thing, so we will be able to make it an X-Drive if we really wanted to. But yeah, let's just take a look at this thing and see what it's like. I'm probably gonna take it out sideways as well because we've tested it out to see what it's like racing. So we've seen what that's like. I actually kind of like it. It feels like it's really well balanced. I really like it. But obviously we haven't tried to drift it yet. We haven't tried to modify it yet, so we have to see what all of that is like. So probably gonna be drifting this thing, or sliding it around quite a bit in this video. So yeah, it's cool. All right, let's see. Let's hope over into the festival and see what we can change on this thing. I've also uploaded a new picture on my Instagram, boys. I do have an Instagram where I upload a bunch of random bullshit there as well. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, give it a like and do all that sort of stuff, and follow the account. It's in the description box below, or it's just dubsmb. You can literally just type in the same thing, just dubsmb. So yeah. Anyway, let's get started. I think visually I want to check out what we could do with this thing. I was gonna say, can we actually put all the ugly M performance parts on this thing? And we can. We can. I want that rear bumper. The really ugly one. Yep, there it is. Awful. Awful. Whose idea was it to do that exhaust placement? I don't know. That is terrible. But I want to put it on. I want to put it on because I know it's stupid looking. I want to put it on because it's stupid looking. Right, so let's add... I'm not going to be even looking at these Forza parts. Well, there you go. I just looked at them there. Wait, why is the wing blue? What happened to my wing? Why is it blue? Because it doesn't have a color on it. What's happening with my wing? Was it carbon fiber before? Or was it just because I changed my front bumper that it changed color? Why is it blue? It's like a bluish purple color. What? Okay, well, there you go. Regardless, don't really care for it. Rear bumper. Side skirts. Actually, don't even look that bad, to be honest with you. Alright, we'll put that stuff on. As for the wheels, I kind of like these wheels. I just don't like the way they're fully black, so I wish we could change the paint of these to be sort of diamond cut, which I'm probably going to try to see if I can do afterwards. Engine swaps, we could put the 4-liter V8, of course, with the pretty much the E92 V8 that we can put in it. Put the V10 in it as well. Then we can put this super engine, I guess, that's in it right now. Okay, I gotta keep the standard engine that's in it now. I'm not gonna change it to all-wheel drive. I'm gonna keep it rear-wheel drive. As for our wheels, I'm gonna keep those the same. I am, however, going to change the tires. We're on stock tires right now. Obviously, the drag tire compound is probably gonna be the best for drifting, but I don't really care about doing it about drifting for points. So I'm probably just gonna put the drift tire compound on it there. So it's gonna be just a little bit grippier than the regular one, but not too much more. 275s on the front and 285s on the rear. I don't know how much power this thing's gonna make, so I'll probably leave those the way they are. I definitely do want to change the track width for the front and the rear, because this thing looks so much better once you technically add a little bit of spacers to it. Actually, the back I don't really need to. It's just the front that I wanted to. Wheel size as well. I think we're 90s in the front, 20s in the rear. Yep, that's it. Okay. Okay, let's do some more things with this. I'm just gonna put the race transmission in it. I think it's a 7-speed. Is it 7-speed or is it 8-speed? That's 6 speed, 7 speed, 9 speed. It's an 8 speed. Let's just go with a 6 speed instead. And the reason why you can tell this, right? So if you go into this, it'll basically, I think, change the standard transmission that you have in it. I think with the same amount of gears, if that makes sense for people. Or if you all-wheel drive stop, I think it'll automatically put the 6 speed in it. The 6 speed racing transmission. So this is an 8 speed right now, as standard. If you change it to this, it'll still be an 8 speed, but it'll just basically change gears faster. And you can tell that because if I go from 6, you have a 6 speed racing transmission, you have a 7 speed, and then it automatically jumps into 9 speed and 10 speed, and then obviously you have the drift transmission. So the 8 one is missing here, which means that this standard one will be the one that's at 8 speed. So that's why that's the case there. As for the diff, I mean, it doesn't really make too much of a difference which one I put on, because it's gonna get locked anyway. As long as it's fully customizable, then it's fine. Kind of like the original brakes, but actually doesn't change that much. Oh, the braking actually does go up. Never mind, I didn't even realize it. That does go by quite a lot. Drift suspension, of course, nice and low. Probably actually change the track width a little bit more for the front. Now we can actually bring that out just slightly more as well. I probably should have done this before. Change the track width. Actually doesn't look too bad. And pretty much just maxed it out, because I think this should be able to make around 800 horsepower. I think that's what the F82 was like, and the S58, or no, the S58 and the S55 are very, very similar engines in their power output. And I'm gonna guess in this game they probably did the same thing. 938, 1139. Still weighs 1.3 tons. This is a heavy boy. This is a very, very heavy boy. And I track it on the front, like I said, I can bring it out more as well, because the wheels get tucked in so much once you have the drift suspension and a lot of angle. These actually don't look that bad. Okay, cool. Well, that's pretty much it in that department. Brings it up into S class, S1. Okay, what can I do with this thing visually? That is the question here. Obviously, I'm going to change some stuff there as well. What sort of paints are available for this thing? Yes, I was going to say, do we have access to pretty much all of the paints available for this guy? And I think, let's have a look. Even the frozen paints. No, why are they not frozen? Like, this should be a frozen grey. It shouldn't be like a... Oh, it's weird. They don't actually have them. This is probably one of the nicest colors on the new cars. I absolutely love this color. I've seen one of these in real life. There's also a frozen variant of this grey as well, or like a bunch of different types of colors. This is, I think, one of the ugliest ones. I think it's a very hit or miss with this. Like, it stands out a lot, but I think they tried to do something like they did with the old Phoenix yellow and then the Austin yellow. But then they obviously tried to do something to make it... It just looks like a highlighter. I'm not a big fan of this weird yellowy green color that we have here. It just isn't my thing. The green looks great though. I really, really love this green. But I absolutely ruined it, I think, with all of the extra bits and pieces all over it. So, you know, I'll keep the green. I was going to say, I'm going to make it so it's a... What's the carbon bonnet look like on this thing? Not great, not great. Not great. Very weird set of designs for this thing. Paint group 1, that should be the... Okay, perfect. That is perfect. And this is how this is going to look so much better, because we're going to go with a brushed aluminium. There you go. Look at that. Nice diamond cut wheel. Looks so much better than before. And I'm also going to paint these brakes blue, just because, you know, BMW and its blue brakes. Actually, these are carbon ceramics. So I think the carbon ceramics are usually gold on Beamers. Pretty sure that's gold or yellow. I don't think I can get the perfect color for this. Yeah, just a tiny bit darker. Something like that. A little bit less. And then for tints, we can tint the windows a little bit as well. And I'm pretty much done with it. I mean, the design for this thing is just such hit or miss when it comes to people's reactions to it. I know it is, because everybody's been saying the same thing. Like, there's people that absolutely love it, that thinks it looks great, and then there's people that think that this thing just doesn't look right at all. And I don't know. There is something about it. In person, it's much nicer than in videos and pictures and stuff like that. I think proportionally wise, I think they've done a good job with this car in real life and in game. I think it looks good proportionally. It just isn't as aggressive, I think, as the F82. I just don't think it's as aggressive. I think the F82 is a much nicer looking car than this. It's just, I've talked about this before, just even from the side, it just doesn't look like it's as wide. Like, those hips just don't stick out as much as the F82. I don't know. It just doesn't look as aggressive. Regardless, I'm not saying it's not a cool car. I still think it's a cool car. What sort of spec is the interior of this thing? I hope it's not just black. Is it? Kind of is. It's like black and grey. It's a little boring. It's a little bit boring with the spec that they chose for this thing. I wish that you could change the interior specs of cars. That'd be so much nicer. Anyway, let's drive it. That's enough of looking around this thing. As a BMW, I guess you could call me a fanboy. Very race car-y sounding. It's got the kick. Oh god, it's just those exhausts look so ugly, man. That back end looks so ugly. Also, I'm gonna say it now. If I see someone in the comments being like, I've already had this for a week. I can't believe you only got it now. It's like cheating to get this thing early. I'm literally just gonna ban you from my comments. I don't even care. You're getting banned from my channel. If you're trying to gloat or boast about getting this thing early, I'm literally gonna ban you. I'll see every single comment as well. It's pretty quick, just driving it normally. Yeah, it's fast. I haven't even adjusted my my gear ratios or anything. Okay, let's hope. I was gonna say let's hop. Let's hop over to the top of this mountain and have a look at this thing and what it's like sideways. Kind of intrigued now. Very intrigued to see what this thing is like. Oh, it's got a little fart when I change gears as well. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, I like that. I like the little farts. Gear ratios are super short. I hate to change those. Let's extend those quite a bit. 257 miles per hour. That is very fast. Only gonna be able to do. Really, it'll be able to do that, but 240 is still there. Maybe 250. Fourth, by the looks of things, is still a really good gear. Again, no point drifting, so I'm actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Nah, I was gonna say I'm gonna go skip the entire thing, like the flag, so it doesn't actually activate my points. But I guess for people that do actually care for point drifting, you can see some of those points popping up. But I don't really care for point drifting with this thing. I just want to see what it's like, how balanced it is and stuff. It drives nicely when I'm racing it, or when it was completely stock. Like it was a very well balanced car. It drove really well. Power to weight ratio and power to grip ratio is brilliant. It's nice. I like this thing. I really like the way this drives. That thing is really annoying me. That is really annoying me. Let's turn that off. That is really annoying. I always drive with that. Oh, I always drive with that thing turned off because it's just the skill points are so annoying. But I think I maxed out my skill points at a certain point, so I wasn't getting the whole skill point earn thing. Trying to see if fifth could do anything. I mean, it's okay, fifth, but fourth so far seems to be like the best gear. I like it. I really like it. That's so smooth. That is brilliant. Very, very good. Super easy to slide car. I love it. That is so nice. Easy to send sideways, easy to catch, transitions quickly. And smoothly as well. It's not like it just jerks you in the other direction. It just very smoothly changes direction. Oh, it's beautiful to drive. The steering response as well is lovely. Controlling the slide is super, super easy. Again, with the steering, it's so nice and easy to control. Even the handbrake sliding actually isn't too bad with these tires on it. Obviously, some tires have less lateral grip than others. Drift tires aren't usually the best if you're trying to do it like point drifting or anything like that, or trying to slide on your handbrake for too long. They're not terrible on this car. But I think if you're just building a car to slide around with, just to play around and have a bit of fun, drift tires are actually quite decent on this. And again, you can control angles super easy with the throttle and the steering of this thing. I just feel confident driving it. I just don't feel like I'm going to spin out anytime soon. It's a really nice car. Let's change over into fifth here. Try to see if I can extend this much longer, because I need to. Yeah, it's capable. That is very, very, very much capable. There we go, sliding all the way over to here. I have to go a little wide there. Let's slow down a bit too much. I tried to see how much I could actually slide on my handbrake, but obviously, like I said, lateral grip is a little off with this thing. It's not bad, but the tires, the drift tires, aren't the best for doing handbrake slides with. That's why the people use snow tires and the drag tires when they build cars for like point drifting and stuff like that. Where the handbrake is very useful. It is nice. I expected this to be good because I mean it's a BMW, and BMWs always are very well balanced and they slide really well. But I love this. Yeah, it's really, really nice car to drive. As questionable as the looks are, driving it, super, super nice. Super, super nice. Yeah, I wish you could get the frozen colors on this thing. I'm actually really surprised that they didn't add all of the colors. They just added some of them in the game for this thing. But yeah, some of the frozen... What I mean by frozen is that's pretty much what the paint is called. They're basically matte or satin colors. And some of them actually don't even look that bad. For a person like myself that doesn't really like matte or satin colors, I still wish that they would have added it into the game, you know, for people to enjoy them. But I'm not really sad with the addition of this car into the game. It's something new. It's something nice to drive. This is very nice to drive actually, but it's something new that we haven't had in previous games before. Whereas like they usually add a lot of cars in Horizon 5 right now that I've noticed. But there's cars that I've played with in previous Forza titles. You know, I want something as a returning player to the game. I want something new. You know, I don't want to be playing the same thing again. Yeah, it's nice. Let me know what you guys think of this thing down in the comments below, and yeah, let me know if you've built this thing for anything specifically that you may like it or whatever, or if you've built something crazy out of this. Let's say you built it into a drag car. Let's say if you change it to all-wheel drive, it's an unbelievable drag car in its class or whatever. If you have any codes to share with some of the stuff that you've done for this car, send them over on the Discord. Link is in the description box to that as well. Anyway, so there, mate. But that's it. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.